Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn viewers into buyers using probably one of the most powerful features to sell on any social media platform, Instagram Stories. Now, Instagram Stories is the best feature out of all the social media platforms to help sell your product or service. Let me just zoom in a little bit. This is because it's the only feature where you can sell your offer directly to your exact ideal customer with links to your product or service. So unlike a post, like a reel, on every social media platform, you can't really have a direct link on the reel. So what's going to happen is when someone sees a post where you're selling your offer, they have to take typically two actions. They have to watch the video, then they have to go somewhere else to actually click the link. So that could be going off the video and then click on the link in your bio. But with Instagram Stories, the reason is it is the best feature because you can sell a person on the stories and then you could include a link on that exact story. They can just press the link. It goes directly to your sales page or your offer page. So that's why Instagram Stories are so powerful. And the reason it's so powerful is also because so many people actually watch stories. Like as an example, on some of my stories, I get maybe views of 3,000 up to even 7,000. So if I put out a story every single week that helps sell my service, that's 3,000 to 7,000 people I'm reaching. So that's why Instagram Stories is so important. And it is very powerful. For people who know Instagram, they know how powerful it is. The problem is people usually mess it up. People don't know how to sell because they don't really know marketing. So I'm going to show you how to sell it using a framework called HSA. So again, here, I'm just going to read this directly, but the reason Instagram Stories, again, is so powerful is because you could sell your offer directly to your ideal customer with links to your product or service. But again, don't just paste the link on Instagram Story and expect people to buy. Like you post one story and be like, hey, I have this thing. If you want to click this link, that's not going to work. What you want to do is you want to hook them in, tell them a story, and make them want to take action. And this is what's called the HSA method. It stands for hook, story, action. And I'm going to teach you how to use the HSA method in your Instagram stories so you can get more sales through them. Okay? So let's break down what the HSA method is. And then again, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a prompt to actually create these Instagram stories for you. Okay? So the first part, so the HSA is basically a 5-part Instagram story that hooks the viewer in and helps them sell your offer. Now, the first, Instagram story is the hook. Now, how it works is first you want to entice the viewer with a no-brainer poll like, do you want abs? Right? So if I was selling let's say a cookbook, right, that helps people stay in shape, that would be my no-brainer poll because obviously everyone wants abs, right? Everyone wants to be in shape. So you would just do something like this. So I even have some examples here. Like very simple. It's like, do you want abs? You can create a poll, yes or no. Now, the reason you want to create a poll is because basically that counts as like engagement on your story. And when there's more engages on your story, it actually gets pushed out to more people. So that's why you always want to do a poll in the first Instagram story in the hook. Okay. So that is the first story that you're going to create. And that's the hook. Now what you want to do is you want to go into the story part and you're going to do you're going to do a 3-part story. So the first part of the story is the common struggle. Here you're going to go over a common struggle your viewer has that relates to your poll in your hook. So for example, a common struggle for many people who, let's say, want to lose weight, want to stay in shape, get abs is, they hate eating disgusting veggies to lose weight. Right? That's a common struggle people have. So what you can do is on your next story, just put something like this. Again, I would probably put a little bit more text in here, but this was just an example. So I'm sure you hate eating disgusting veggies to lose weight, right? A lot of people can relate to that because it's a common struggle. A lot of people don't like eating a lot of things on the screen. I know I don't, to be fair. And they'll be like, yeah, a lot of people can relate to this, and that would make them move on to your next story because you're being relatable here. So for your second story, which is the first part in the 3-story process, you want to highlight a common struggle. Then after this, you want to highlight then the solution. So here, the solution though is your product or service. So the common struggle here is people hate to eat disgusting veggies to lose weight. That's the common struggle. The solution that we're going to say here is, well, here's my latest cookbook that will help you lose weight while eating all the foods you enjoy. Okay, so that's the solution. You always want your solution to be what you're selling, whether it's your service, whether it's your product. The solution should always be what you're selling specifically. So as another example here, right, here's a picture of a cookbook. And again, here's my latest cookbook that will help you lose weight while eating the foods you enjoy. Okay. So to recap, right now in the story, right, someone would look at the story that says, do you want abs, right? People will get interested. Then they would look at a story going through a common struggle that would make them feel relatable to the story. Then they'll find your solution here. Now, to get people to buy your cookbook, right, we obviously got to give them proof that this cookbook actually works. And that's the next part of your IG story and the last part of the actual story process of the HSA method. And that is, again, you want to give social proof. So here, just showcase proof that your solution solves the common struggle you talked about before, which is eating disgusting veggies to lose weight, right? That was the common struggle. So here now you just want to give some social proof of your product. So here, as an example, it's like, here's John who lost 40 pounds using our cookbook, right? Give them a transformation. Show a transformation, show results. If you can, it's going to really help. Now, people right now, psychologically, they're going to be like, oh my God, this guy lost 40 pounds. He looks great. And they did it through this cookbook. Okay, interesting. And then right now, you've hooked them. You've told them a story. Now you want them to take action. And that's the last story or the Instagram story that you're going to post. So here you simply ask the viewer if they want similar results that you just showcase and include a CTA where they can get your offer. So as an example here, very simple. Like if you want similar results like John, DM me cook and I'll send you the link to the cookbook. Simple as that. Okay. So this does a much better way at selling your product or service than just saying, hey, I have X product. It helps Y people. If you want it, here's the link, right? This does a way better job at selling because it tells now a full story. So again, to recap, we started off with a hook to get the attention of our target audience. We relayed to them by talking about a common struggle that they have. We gave a solution to that common struggle, which is our product or service. Then we showed that our product or service actually works by showing social proof. And then finally, over here, we have our CTA, which is getting people to take action. So then we could sell them on our said product or service. Okay. So I would run this type of story at least one a week on your Instagram to help sell what you're selling. And now for a lot of you, this might be a little bit hard to do at the very beginning, to come up with like the hook, to come up with the common struggle, to come up with the solution and all that. So again, I create a prompt that you guys can use that will help you create this for you and help you create all the text. So let's go through the HSA prompt that we have here. So again, this prompt will generate a 5-part Instagram story sequence that follows the HSA method to help you sell your product or service. Now to use it, it's actually very simple. All you have to do is open up this, copy all of this, and to copy it, all you can do is, let's just highlight all of this here. This is a very long prompt because we had to give like multiple examples for it to make sure it actually worked. Then you're just going to go into ChatGPT, paste the prompt, and the only thing that you have to change is this placeholder right here. So in that placeholder, so all you have to do in that placeholder is fill in the context of who you are, what kind of videos you make, what exactly are you selling, who are you selling it to. It's some examples of social proof or results people or clients have gotten from your offer. Now, here's an example that we're going to use. So this is, for example, just myself. This is like my context. So again, teaches creators how to use AI to create viral videos and help them automate their content creation. This client sells a course that teaches creators how to use AI to go viral while only spending 1 hour on content creation a week. He helped Chenton grow his following to 10,000 followers in 3 months using the course. Okay, that's our mini paragraph of context. So all we're going to do is copy this just to show you how the prompt works. Paste it in here. And also make sure you're also ready in the third person here because the very start of it is we're telling ChatGPT, hey, you're a copywriter with 10 plus years of experience selling products and services through social media. You're working for a client who does this, okay? And obviously you're going to be the client. So just make sure to talk in the third person here. But after that, you just press this button and the prompt will be created. So let's wait till all the results are there. Okay, perfect. So we have our hook here. We have our common struggle. And then it's going to give us the solution and the social proof and then the action. And the great thing about this is also it gives you, like, for the poll, it gives you like options here. And it also tells you, we also made it tell you like what kind of visual you should put on the screen as well. Okay. So here, let me just zoom in a little bit more here so you can see it clearly. There we go. So part one is our hook. So our poll is going to be ready to go viral in just 1 hour a week. Pretty good hook. And the options for our poll is like absolutely or no, I love spending all my time on content. That would be a pretty good poll for my audience. And the visual here is an attention grabbing image with the question, ready to go viral in just 1 hour a week, large and bold. And then the poll options are displayed below, encouraging a clear and immediate response. Simple. And then for our common struggle here, we can say in our IG stories, so tired of endless hours filming, editing, and brainstorming with little to no results. That would be that is an actual common struggle of many people that I help. So this would be perfect. And then a visual here. So a creator looking overwhelmed and exhausted, surrounded by video equipment with a clock showing late hours, symbolizing the endless effort put into content creation. Now, the reason why this is really good is because you can actually copy this entire text here and actually go to AI image softwares like Midjourney, or even I can show you this after DALL-E, which I'll show you like right after this, that can actually create this image for you to use in your IG stories. Okay. And then our solution here, which is again our product or service, it's discover the game changer or viral video course, go viral, save time, and revolutionize your content. And then for the visual, a sleek monographic featuring the AI viral video course. Highlights include 1 hour a week, viral tests, and AI powered creativity. Great. And then lastly, we have our social proof, meet Chenton, 0 to 10 levels in just 3 months with our course. And then we would have a compelling before and after comparison of Chenton's social media profile. The before showing a modest follower count, and after proudly displaying 10,000 followers with vibrant, engaging metrics. Like that would, again, that's a perfect visual to show here. And then for the action, want to be our next viral success? Count me in. Yes, I'm ready for fame. Okay. So this is perfect. Like this is a great Instagram story. And again, you can do this every single week, and you could just change it up by giving like different contexts in the prompt. Okay. And I just want to show you also a good example here. So if you have ChatGPT 4, which I recommend all you to do, I think it's $30 a month to actually get ChatGPT 4. What you can actually do is take an example of these visuals here and actually tell it, I believe I have DALL-E on. I believe I can tell it, create this image. And I think it will actually create that image for us. Let me just make sure of this. There we go. So now it's creating the image. And then we can use this exact image on our Instagram stories. So we'll just let it be for just a quick second. But this is one of my favorite prompts we created because it's so helpful in just selling your product or service. And again, it reduces your time to do it so much. It's so great. Like that's pretty good. This is pretty good. We would just have to ask it to change it to like a more vertical format. But even if we want, we can ask it to generate the image again if we don't like it. But it's a pretty good image. So again, you can even get your visuals right in ChatGPT also with it. Okay, guys, so that's it for this video. So hopefully you use this story sequence to help get more sales, followers, clients for your product or service. And again, if you want access to this sheet right here, this Notion board, just click the link below this video. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.